What are you going to get for $500,000 in Arlington, Texas? Well, in this week's video, you're going to find out exactly that. I'm going to take you to a couple of different homes in 3 different price points in the $500,000 range so you can see what you get for your money. So if Arlington, Texas is on your radar, then this is the video for you. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt and I am your go-to DFW Realtor with Braco Realty Services. I'm here to show you about all the things here in DFW, and I also talk to you about some real estate content on my page as well. So if you are looking to relocate or find a new city to move to here in DFW and you need an agent to help you, then I would love to help you out. My contact information is in the description below, so please let me know. And also follow me on Instagram. I'm pretty much on stories daily, and I love to give you some insight as to what I'm experiencing here in the market and give you some info as well. All right, let's get into this week's topic. Let's talk to you about Arlington. Now, I haven't done a full-blown city tour of Arlington because that is a massive undertaking. There is so much to tell you about this city. So right now I'm just going to show you what you can get for the $500,000 price point. So I will do a full-blown tour and I'll talk to you about the market in a future video. Now, when I was choosing and trying to decide of where I should start this video, because there are so many fantastic locations that Arlington has to offer that no other city offers here. Well, I chose a really well-known shopping center called the Arlington Highlands, and it has just about everything here. Like right up there is the Container Store, which is my favorite. It's got Old Navy and Ulta and the Studio Movie Grill and lots of dining, whether you want to sit down and have some drinks and wine with your friends, or if you want to just grab some food to go while you're doing a little bit of shopping. It has a ton to offer here. And just up the road is the Parks Mall, and just down the road, a couple of exits, is the Grand Prairie Outlets, which is in another city, Grand Prairie, and I did do that video tour. So you can check that out as well. But I love the Highlands. I will tell you though, it is very busy. It is very busy on the weekends. I'm here filming on a Monday afternoon, so it's not that busy right now. Lots of parking still available, but on the weekends, super busy. There's a lot of stores that you don't find in every city that you will find right here in the Highlands. The average price point that homes are selling for right now in Arlington is $466,000. So the $500,000 price range is just above that. So now I'm going to take you to 3 different homes that will offer you some different things so you can see what you get for your money. The 3 homes are going to be in the low 500s, mid 500s, and the high $500,000 range. All right, well, enough of me gabbing. Let's get to the first house. We are at house number 1. And house number 1 is going to be the cheapest house, but the biggest house on our tour today. This home is listed at $504,000. It is 3,436 square feet. It is 5 bedrooms with 3.5 bathrooms and a 2-car garage. And this home is right on 2/10 of an acre, so it's going to be a little on the smaller side. You'll see in this neighborhood that a lot of the homes are set really close to each other. But overall, I love this neighborhood. It's called Fannin Farms, and it's a sought-out neighborhood for people in the, lower 500 range. You're going to get a great house for this price point. This home does have an HOA, which is $250 a year, again, which is not bad at all. This home was built in 2002, and you see it's got that red brick with that stone front as well. There we go. See it there. This home is close to lots of parks, recreation areas, dining and shopping, and it's also really close to Highway 20, which is a major highway here in the Metroplex. So you'll find in this neighborhood that the homes were built in like the mid 1990s up to the early 2000s. I don't know if I said it, but this home was built in 2002. And there are 560 homes in this community. So in this neighborhood, we're going to find a combination of 1- and 2-story homes. A lot of the homes here have the brick front, Some of them do have that stone on the elevation on the front as well. So of course it just depends for the people who built the house what they wanted to have done on the outside, but also on the inside of the house. You can definitely tell people are maintaining their lawns here. Lots of great landscaping, and actually one of the neighbors had a little sign in their front yard that they had won like landscaping of the month or something like that for the HOA, which I thought was kind of cute. Overall, it's a great neighborhood. People around here know Fannin Farms. They know what a great neighborhood it is. So you definitely cannot go wrong if this is where you choose to plant your roots. All right, so that is home number 1, and we are going to move on to home number 2, which is going to be in the mid 500s. Let's go. We are here at house number 2, and this house is listed at $549,000. And the home was built in 2020, so for a little bit more money, you're going to get a newer home here in Arlington. So you guys can see it right there. Let me give you the stats on this house. It is 3,341 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms with a 2-car garage. And these homes are all set on like just a little over 1/10 of an acre size lots. So new construction, a lot of the homes are going to be, really close right on top of each other. So if that's not a problem for you, then this is probably an area that you'd want to check out. It is in the Edgefield Estates, and the HOA is a little pricey that I saw. It's $300 a quarter. And I don't know I'm sure there's got to be a pool, some amenity center to kind of help justify why it is that cost, but not 100% sure. But something I also do want to mention is that this home is actually zoned for Mansfield ISD. We are in the city of Arlington, and Arlington schools don't have as high of a rating as Mansfield schools does. So if you liked Mansfield schools but didn't want to pay Mansfield's taxes because they're a little bit more than Arlington taxes, then you can find this neighborhood in particular and other neighborhoods that are Arlington City but Mansfield schools. And I just did a whole video on Mansfield, whole city tour, talked about the schools and all of that, so I will definitely link that video here for you guys to check out. Coming up and down this street, a lot of the houses really just do look a lot like the next one right next to it. The brick is all really similar in shades, and the stone is pretty similar as well in terms of the size of the stone and the color of the stone as well. Overall, I really like this neighborhood. Really quiet, but there definitely is as I was driving through, there's like a hard line between homes that were built before 2020 and homes that are built after 2020. It's like one house is a red brick house, which they typically aren't doing right now. And then the next house right next to it is, just like this color brick. So anyways, something you can definitely look past. If red brick homes are not your thing, then you would move to a house that has one of these different color bricks on it. So one thing I will note is that this house is really close to the 360 toll road. And if you go south on that toll road, you are really close to some major attractions that are probably like pretty boring for you guys, like Dallas Cowboys Stadium, Rangers Ballpark, Six Flags, Hurricane Harbor, like all those places are like so boring. But if you did want to go to those places, you'd only be probably about 15 minutes or so from it. Depending on if there's a sporting event going on, then traffic's going to be a little bit longer. It's going to take you a little bit longer to get there. And I joke, those places are very fun. I haven't been to the new Ranger Stadium, but I hope to get to a game this season. But I've been to a Cowboys game and definitely enjoy that stadium a lot. That does it for house number 2. Let's move on to house number 3. We are at the last house of our tour today, and it is listed at $595,500. It's the smallest house that we're going to see at 3,043 square feet. It is 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms with a 2-car garage. It is on exactly 1/4 of an acre, but also this house has a pool. So that's where you're going to see the value in the house and why it is at the very top of the $500,000 price range. But let's talk about why I think that this home is priced where it is. First of all, it is in a very sought out neighborhood called the Waterwood Estates. And it is really close to Lake Arlington, and Lake Arlington is within walking distance of this house. On the lake, of course, you can do some boating, you can do some kayaking. So if you enjoy being on the water, this may be the neighborhood that you guys would want to check out. Also, I think it's a little higher of the $500 range because of the pool. Some people may think, oh, pools don't give enough value or a lot of value on a house. And really, it depends. Pools do add value. They just don't give you as much return on your financial investment. And I've actually done a whole video on a pool, like if you should choose to put a pool in your house or not. So I will link that here for you guys to check out. But pools do give more value to a house versus houses that don't have pools. But if you spent $90,000 on a pool, it's not going to be a $90,000 value. Just saying. So this neighborhood, the streets are tree lined. It's so nice. I mean, people have their American flags out in front of their houses. And as I was driving through, before getting to this house, there were so many people that had gardeners out working in the house, or they themselves were out working in their front yard. And so, I mean, just the landscaping here in this whole community is just beautiful. And I'm sure you could see that as I was driving through the neighborhood as well. I mean, and honestly, I just love this neighborhood. All the homes are built in like the early 80s, but none of the homes look like each other. This cute like little house right here kind of has like a little Victorian feel to it, and over here you've got siding and brick on the outside of it, kind of like a ranch style house, and this is just brick out here in the front. But every house is so different, and it's so absolutely adorable, very quiet, and it just, I mean, I can see why this is a highly sought out neighborhood. And one thing I think I forgot to mention is that this house is actually really close to the Lake Arlington golf course. Now, it is not on the golf course, this house is not on the lake, but lake is within walking distance, and the golf course is just a mile or 2 away. So now you know what $500,000 is going to get you in the city of Arlington. If you guys have any questions or you're planning to move to the area, definitely let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to help you out. Until then, I will see y'all next week.